season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out here with the action left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down. Ritter with it after the play fake.
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27.
Ritter back to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you've got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October. What would look like a rush to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Option play. Here's Robinson.
And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say short of the line to gain. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Me and the homies can trade your outfits.
It's Young on first down. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
A confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched him on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Robinson is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll put injuries back on.
Robinson again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening
Yeah, I don't think I put injuries
touchdown.
back on. That was nice.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Young to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
But they lack in pass defense, they do make up for it in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. This is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them.
Julio.
Get better defending the pass.
Young looks to throw on 1st down.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this.
Oh, my goodness.
Otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throw left side. Here's London. And this winds up a pickup.
Lacey, shut up.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first down, and you tend to start them out when you do that.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Going for it on 4th down. It's Ritter.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
The false start backs him up 5. First and 15.
Yes, for having her.
Young now. They're connecting here with DJ Sharp. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup for 26 yards. On first and 10, it's Sanders. They'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. They'll run a draw now with Hubbard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now Brown, after the made field goal, gets set for the kickoff. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more.
Touchdown, Falcons! Dawson Knox with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Phillips now from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Young on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Troy Anderson.
There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Koo now for the point after.
And it's 21-3.
Next to score, Falcons 21, Panthers 3. Young Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Phillips now from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season they could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Throwing, Young. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 22 yards there, 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Here we go. Pause red.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
2nd and 9.
Young. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Young to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On play action, here's Ritter. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Okay, ready? So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it. This ball down the field for Pitts. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
All right, injuries this one.
Caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A give to Robinson on the option. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
A 52-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. That was perfect from distance. He steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Whoa, give me the ball back.
He coughs up the football. Teammate picking him up there.
Come on, labor, I must fucking go. Fuck dirt ground.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Young. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep.
down the left sideline.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Young Way Coon, kickoff for Atlanta.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Phillips now from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to try and throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And so from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Young.
Again, that's Hurst.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Looking to throw, Young. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And Young's throw there incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Troy Anderson. And the Falcons will take over here just shy of the 30.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
At the 31-yard line.
Ritter. That's out wide here for Robinson.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Ritter going to change it up. Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On 1st down, Ritter.
And it's caught.
And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but
That's Desmond Ritter's fourth fumble, bro.
by the quarterback.
Might take him off the game.
Where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come
Make it
up
make
now on
sense.
2nd down. Now here's Young.
On the slant, this is Chark.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a 1st down throw for Young.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. They'll buy some time running.
Yes, Lord!
The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And incomplete on the deep ball. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And quickly they get to the line.
First down goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Bijan Robinson.
His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Yes, Lord!
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Phillips now from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
To throw on 2nd down is Young.
Oh, Gilly! Gilly! Come on!
Taken down.
Come on,
2
Gilly!
yards there.
He had it. He turned the wrong way on the pig.
And perhaps we're seeing the coverage as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, you know, if you've got the defense laying back, maybe that option works. But if you're coming hard on 3rd down,
It doesn't work because you force the hand of the quarterback and the runner too quickly, and most of the time, unsuccessfully.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
I got 2 minutes left in this game, guys.
Yes, Lord!
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Young going to get this complete. Meanwhile, the Sanders.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That throw by Young incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers.
Get out the fridge.
For one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Young to throw it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Young.
Stop cheating.
Oh, my goodness. Here's a
Oh, that's cheating.
interception. Picked off by Mike Hill.
No, it's a sit-down game. I had a bench. Desmond Ritter and fumble.
At their own 12-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the
Hey, bro, and Sheena Lee, I done got Trevor Lawrence the X Factor already.
And he threw a 5th interception.
Right.
I'm wondering if his head coach
I love
is
it.
really strong mentally and wants him to play through.
Bro, so it was actually a little homeboy that heard Dior dude. Was you ever been
Yeah.
Bro, he told me I was washed and all this and that. Bro, I had it 14-0 and we was 2 minutes in the game.
And it's incomplete.
And 2 minutes in the game, he like, bro, I'm just finna quit. Then he ended up staying in the game. Then I got a breakout with Trevor Lawrence next game. But then I played the Bills user. Bro, it was 21-0 at half. I was finna get the ball again. Then he just quit.
I'm dead. Did he
And I
give you
told
that
everybody. Oh, I told everybody I'm finna put it on no matter what. I told y'all to kick me out of the league. I don't give a damn. Cause I'm putting that shit on, bro. I said I had 3 touchdowns with Trevor Lawrence. I said in the first half, I would at least got 1. As soon as I would have got my 1, I took it down.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know
So I hear noise. That's me popping my back on the metal chair.
to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for
You ain't never did no shit like that, Greasy.
I didn't do that.
What I do is I take a pillow, I sit on the metal chair, that way it's comfortable, and then I lean back a little hard, and it'll pop my damn back. Getting old. What kind of goal line defense is that?
And boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first.
Those lined up in the worst damn defense I've ever seen in my damn life for a goal line
I think in this
defense.
situation,
What the
all
fuck?
you want to do is make sure your guys are set up front. No
Cuz like,
jumps,
fuck it, go ahead and
no
get QB
penalties.
sneak.
Sometimes we even call cadence, just go and pick it up.
Yeah, because it's on them. I mean, the quarterback's job's pretty easy there.
It really is.
That's a big boy. That's a big boy.
Almost all the way to the 30. So the big
Okay, running
play changes the
What's gonna do? Try to stop me?
Here's 1st and 10, just outside the 30. This pass is caught by London. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final.
I didn't know I had one.
timeout.
Glad I did.
It'll be their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Throws right back to London, complete again.
Yes, Lord!
I get. Fuck.
So time runs out.
That is
It's a
so good.
victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished.